to all. Today we are going to see the topic of subqueries and correlated subqueries. These two are very important topics in DBMS. We'll see one by one. First, a subquery is a SQL query nested inside the larger query. When we keep some additional query inside the larger query, we will say it is a subquery. A subquery may occur in select clause and where clause. Subquery can be nested inside any one of these commands like select, insert, update or delete statement, or inside any other subqueries also. A subquery usually added within the where clause of another SQL select statement. Here, when we want to process the subquery, we have to use some of the operators like comparison operators, greater than, less than or equal to, and also we have the special operators to access the multiple rows such as in, any, or. Here I am going to say about the subquery syntax. Usually we all know very well about how to select the table and how to list out the table contents by using the select command. Here inside this select statement, I am going to apply the another select statement to subquery concept. Here select list from table where expression space operator. Inside that I have kept one inner query. Select list from table semicolon. Here the subquery executes before the main query. So after the execution of the subquery only, the outer query is going to give the response. The result of the subquery is used by the main query. Subqueries. There are three important subquery types: single row subquery, multiple row subquery, multiple column subquery. If you want to access and if you want to check the result of a single row, we will use the single row subquery. If you want to access the multiple rows of details, we will use the multiple row subquery. If you want to access the multiple column details from the particular table, we will use the multiple column subqueries. The single row subquery returns the value 0 or 1 row by using these below operators. Multiple row subquery, it returns one or more subquery by using the comparison operator, in, all, or any operator. Multiple column subqueries, which is used to compare more than one column between the parent query and subquery. It returns one or more columns when we executing these multiple column subqueries. These are all the types of subqueries. Here in this example, I am going to see 3 subqueries details. Here in this example, I have given this table with all this employee number, employee name, job, manager, salary, department. Here in this table, the department itself, we have the 3 department number 10, 20 and 30. And job wise, if you take the job wise, we have clerk, salesman, manager, analytics, presidents, like this job roles are there. So each and every employees are having the individual employee number. Here I have given the query for accessing the particular detail by comparing the another employee details. So let us see this query. Select e-name, job, salary. I am going to select the e-name, job, salary from the employee table where salary less than, select salary from EMP where 76. Here first it will execute this inner query. This inner query gives result of the salary lesser than the employee number of this 7876. See, check in this table. 7876 salary is 1100. By comparing this employee number salary with the remaining employee salary, 800 and 950 is lesser than the salary of this 7876. So this query will give the result of this Smith clerk 800, James clerk 950. These two employee are having the salary of lesser than the employee number 7876. The next query tells the employee name salary from the employee table, where salary in select min from employee group by department number. It takes the minimum salary of the each and every department. That from this it is going to find each and every department there will be a minimum salary. After executing this particular query, it will display. So take department number, we have first 20, 30, then 10. From the department number 20, it will take the minimum salary, which is 800. Then department number 30, 950 is the lesser minimum salary. Then department number 10, 1300 is the minimum salary. So from this subquery, we are getting this result. Then another example, select e-name, job, salary, employee number from employee, where it checks the two attribute values, job and cell. In select job cell from employee, where employee number is 7521. Here we are taking the employee number 7521 as the example. Like this 7521 whose job and salary is same. It is in this subquery give the result of this job and salary matches with this 7521. It checks whether any of the employees having the salary of the 7521 and the job role. In this complete table having the result of the employee name, word and name are having the both job and salary same. Okay, from the after the execution of this query, it gives the result like this. Then we'll move to the correlated subqueries. Correlated subqueries is also called as correlated subqueries, and also we can say it is the interrelated subqueries. So inner query and outer query, it is interrelated. Based on the result of outer query, the inner query will be processed. Based on the inner query result, the outer query may also give the result. A correlated subquery is one where the inner query depends on values provided by the outer query. This means the inner query is executed repeatedly once for each row that might be selected by the outer query. Okay, once the result of outer query is found, based on that the inner query will be executed repeatedly, and also it follows the top-down approach. Here I have given the one example to understand about the correlated subqueries. Here I am going to find all employee details who work in a department. For that, select a string from employee where exist. From this query, we are going to compare with this another table department, which are all the value matches. That value will be taken as a final result. Select asterisk from employee where exist. Select asterisk from department. where department department employee ID is equal to employee ID, employee table, employee ID. In this table, we can easily find this 1, 2, 3 or matches with the employee ID of the department 1, 2, 3. So after the each and every rows comparison, it will give the result of this first three details. So it takes the complete details of the employee by comparing these two values, employee ID, employee table employee ID, and also department table employee ID. So by comparing these two, we are getting this result. So this first employee ID, employees employee ID, it takes that this employee ID and it will compare with this all the employee ID present in the department table. Like that, it will compare all the employee IDs till 7. From that, it will give the result of this 1, 2, 3 ABC and this address employee details only. So I think everyone got some idea about the subqueries and correlated subqueries. Thank you for watching video. Thank you.